Atlas, we'll go ahead and do you real quick. You wanted to sneak out after? So you and Lei Turhan are having quite a fun-filled night. She has drank a lot of Ilinfoss White tonight, and she has you both up until 2 a.m. You know, if you want to get a good night's rest, you'll have to sleep within the next hour or two. Do you want to try and seek out?
Yeah, I'm going to sneak out anyways.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I explained to her I'm not going to just abandon her. And I'll let her know that I'm going to go do some recon real quick. Mostly I just want... I'm only probably going to be gone for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm not going to break in necessarily, but I'm going to do some surveying.
Stealth check.
All right. Yep, I'm sorry. I'm getting there. This character sheet is just slowing down.
Is it?
It is for me. 27.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you have advantage. That was advantage. So.
Yep, because I have a Cape of the Unseen.
Oh, shit. That's right. You put that on.
Full, yeah, I'm just going full equipped.
All right.
Normal.
Gotcha. 27. Yeah, you sneak by the guards that are out there. There's some nobles passed out on the courtyard, naked.
I stop for a moment. I appreciate, and then I would continue on.
Some of them, Hector's there. He's nice to appreciate. There's a couple female figures as well that are nice to appreciate. But otherwise, it's just kind of fatter, bigger merchant types. You're like, oh.
I move quickly through, but I do think to myself, looking at Hector and the others, and I'm like, Grim and Jacques did well, and then I just keep going on. This is a cool thing that Jacques still doesn't know about. I float, and I get right to the side of the wall, and I just. And
they still don't know about.
They still don't know about it, but I choose 2 windows that are lit.
Okay,
that's what I'm looking for.
Lit ones, and you see, you're through the curtains. One of them is the chambers of Elend and Natasha.
Ooh.
And they are sleeping.
Okay, and so she is sleeping in the bed with him?
Yes. Which is odd, because she's like a 10 and he's like a 6 or 7.
I mean, it's also odd that she's a fucking vampire, and I would imagine she...
As far as you think, you're presuming...
I don't think she's a vampire anymore, officially. Like, that was it, right? She was out during the day, she's sleeping with him, she's not in the basement. Okay, cool. So they do sleep in here. That sounds good. My trusty knife may find one of them. But, so that's the first floor?
Okay.
No, I'm asking. Is that,
no, that's the first. That's one of the bedrooms that was lit. That's on the second.
On the second floor.
You checked on the other ones. It's a guard's room that was lit up. And the third one seems to be kind of a study. Because those were the 3 rooms that were lit up by candlelight.
The study itself is the.
That's the one that you were in before.
Yeah. Have some flashbacks to get out that window. If I look inside of it, is the door to the room closed or is it open?
It is open, cracked.
Okay.
The window. Are you trying to go through the window, or are you just observing?
I would like to test the window for the study. I'm assuming
the window
it's locked.
is. You investigate it. It's locked, but
that one's locked.
You can, since you have all your tools, you can maybe slip a wire in there and unlock it with a sleight of hand check.
I don't want to do that because do I believe that I could relock the window from the outside?
From the outside, yes. You could. With your tools, if you can unlock it from the outside, you could probably lock it as well.
Okay.
Because it kind of has like a drop bar. If you get a wire loop around that drop bar, you could lift it up to get in and then release the drop bar when you leave as well.
I want to make my way to the roof, and I want to do like a quick round around the roof. I know there's probably no entrance any way that I can enter into the building from the roof, right?
Okay, so you go to the roof.
Yep.
And it's a chimney. There's several chimneys. They all have smoke coming out of them.
Okay, don't want to go down those. And then, okay. Here I would like to just take 10 minutes and study routes. How many guards are out right now?
Oh, on the outside you see 4 guards maintaining the grounds. The rest seem to be inside.
And are they the veterans or are they the regulars?
You can't quite tell.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
are they stationary or are they patrolling?
they're patrolling.
Okay.
But that pretty much sums up your hour.
Okay. I want to go down another side, right? So I went up one wall. I'd like to go down another wall and check out windows on the way down. What do I see?
You see a spot that should have a window if you're going by symmetry. Symmetry.
Yeah, okay.
But it doesn't.
Okay.
It's on the second floor.
And then any other lit windows or anything like that?
And that's it.
And all the windows are the same mechanism, right? Same locks, etc.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I sneak back to my quarters.
Very well. You all wake up the next day. Anything you wish to share with the others?
I want to hear everybody else's night first.
So, where are we exactly?
You're in the breakfast nook. There are several nobles wandering around, but you guys have your own private table.
All right.
I want to nudge, wink, wink, Anos. Wink, wink.
I kind of tilt
wink,
my head.
Wink.
Then I just go back, speak to Atlas. Last night, Natasha propositioned me.
Wink, wink.
Interesting.
Nudge, nudge.
Interesting.
She said that this is something she'd be willing to pursue this evening.
Are you interested?
I pause.
He's like, fuck yeah, but that's not the mission.
Furnish, exactly. We have a mission to attend to.
The mission is for guts and glory, son.
So I did some reconnaissance last night.
Proud.
I know where Ellen and Natasha's room is, but I don't know where Natasha's room is. She said the basement, but I don't know how to get down there. I don't think she's a vampire, for what it's worth, anymore. According to legend, right? If we take legend literally, she was sleeping next to her husband, and she's been very active during the day. So I don't know what she...
history on any kind of any knowledge that I have of vampires. Like,
everyone has knowledge of vampires. It's like that's kind of where common knowledge stops. You know, they typically don't like the sun. And some say that they just can't be in it. Some say that they just hate it. Some say that it causes physical pain to them, but they can tolerate it.
Flashing back to her dress, it was a big round dress, but was the top, like, her arms, were they bare, or was she
They were
covered?
bare, mostly. Some of it.
That's what I'm trying to determine fact from fantasy here.
Damn it.
No, I'm just letting you and Jacques know it on a secret.
Okay.
If I know that, I'm gonna reach over and playfully try to grab at Anos and say, "I hear she likes to roll around with the common folk."
I'm completely ignoring him. Just continuing to talk.
Dude, Atlas actually grins at this. Like, he enjoys the rattling.
17?
We're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, you basically everything that I told you. You basically get the feeling for it. They can be in the sun, but they don't like to be. If it is a vampire.
She seemed totally cool in the sun.
Yeah, she seemed like to you. She didn't. She just seemed a little odd, but that's just nobility, you know. You know, noble girls that like the thrill of dating the Lord's bodyguard or whatnot. So nothing odd to you.
I'll certainly guard her body.
I mean, maybe it's not a coffin in the basement. It's just a sex dungeon.
Maybe.
Well, probably it's the fun. You better have
behind
the
you.
safe word.
Just a sex dungeon.
With a bunch of troglodytes down there again.
Yeah. I mean, so to be
Again?
honest, Anos, I think it would do you some good to go explore it. Obviously, I'm a little worried she may compel you or cast some magic I don't know about on you, but
I'm certain that there was something that she tried to control you with.
I'm not certain. But she I forget how she phrased it, but she commented on my willpower, and she basically alluded to the fact that she wasn't going to be able to convince me to do something. And I think that, you know, like, I don't have the greatest willpower, but I have very good charisma. So I'm assuming it was more.
You didn't feel compelled.
Yeah, I never got cast on.
Yeah.
Right? Like, as far as I know, I never got cast on.
Exactly.
But she alluded to the fact that she couldn't convince me to do something I didn't want to do, which makes me think that with anyone else, she would be able to. That's how she gets things in life.
I'm curious on mostly one front, like thinking about the information that everyone said. You know, yeah, she could be a vampire. She could not be. The fact that she has a relationship with the mage and that she likes to, you know, fraternize with people in the lower class systems. My question would be, how many of those people that we've heard rumored have come back alive? She could be doing experiments, or the mage could be doing some sort of experimental shit on them, and she's you know, only using the lower class because higher class people would go noticed if they went missing. So it makes me wonder.
I want to mention on a side note, I don't know for sure.
Unknown, by the way. All of us are unknown, so that might help her cause. But
yep, I think that's a very valid point, and I think it basically alludes to when do we strike. And so I can't guarantee you I found it, but based on window symmetry, I did some surveying last night of 2 walls, and I found a space that should have a window, but it did not. And if you compare every other wall, it's accurate, right? So it's kind of a gap. I didn't go inside of the manor house last night, but if you guys are willing, I'd be more than happy to go do my own recon and have Alexander. I mean, it might be risky.
Yeah. And Anos, you know that she offered you a way into the manor.
And so if that was all happening, I don't know if tonight's the night to strike, but I'm happy to go back where I thought it was. Yeah, I had no issue circumventing the guard. There's 4 of them that run around outside. The rest are going to be internal. And some probably are even sleeping, right? So I do know where one guard quarters was.
I think now is as good a time as any.
Yeah, I don't see what waiting. I mean, I'm having the time of my life, so waiting sounds kind of fun from that.
So
approach,
are we, but I mean, you two could
Some
slip
of us
away.
don't have as much life left as others.
Way to be.
So,
wow.
Anos, I think you might
go get your dick wet, son.
I'm sorry, Anos. Part of the mission is getting your dick wet. It's the thing you're gonna have to do here.
Take one for the team, bro. Go have sex with a sexy vampire. Take one for the team.
You don't know she's a vampire.
Yeah, she's something.
We know she's a monster of some kind. Whether she's the human kind or the monster.
We don't know. We suspect.
I'm just gonna put this out there. I do know where she sleeps at night, and if you guys want her to just not be a problem anymore,
right?
No, okay, all right. Sorry, I just put it out there. Okay,
all right.
So we're either going to sleep with her or kill her.
So here's the question for you
fine.
guys. You have everyone's equipment in the handy haversack right now, correct? Like all their base equipment.
With the exception, like I keep my staff with me because it's like it kind of looks like a staff I carry.
I would say that I would be fine with all their equipment being in their own rooms if they would rather do that, right? Have proximity to the equipment.
Because I just have to know, just because of if you guys are striking tonight, I need to know. So if your stuff's in your rooms, you have to leave the main manor, go to your rooms, cross the ball room, outdoor ball, go into the manor, and strike.
I think we should hide the haversack outside somewhere that's convenient, or somewhere so we can get to it.
I could put it back on the roof by one of the windows. I know one of these rooms. I spent some time looking at it. It's a study, and I know that they're going to patrol it a bit. I heard a rumor that that's where the crime happened.
Right. I heard a rumor.
So
Anos also heard a rumor.
I mean, so if I was to have my time, so the only thing forcing us to strike tonight is Aonos's arrangement, because otherwise what I would do tonight is I would actually break in tonight, and I would explore that room that seems to have no window. That's what I would spend my time on.
Could you get back in this morning?
What's that?
Could you get in before the party begins again?
Tonight? Like
I would think that'd be difficult.
Okay.
It would be difficult to do. I would feel much more comfortable looking at it at night.
Perhaps you could ask for a tour around the manor.
Actually,
You
that
and
is
Lady Torhana.
awkward and hilarious. Like asking them to be like professional and courteous, like royalty, to show us a tour around their home, and they both fucking hate us, or want to bang us. Yeah, that's interesting. We could do that.
Okay.
So I am not opposed to going with Natasha this evening.
You might want to sound.
I'm not either.
You might want to sound a little more enthusiastic.
But I do not. But I have my reservations that there could be something very amiss, and I do not want to be going into this without backup.
Without protection, we got you.
There's this thing called
Take
sheep
this
intestines.
sheep platter. It'll be all right. Yeah. Take this sheep's gut. You'll be perfect.
The tricky part is, is one of our rules: don't kill anyone. Because if you think about it, right? If we walk this out, we all either sneak into this room. Say this is the room. Say it's a staircase. Say I confirm it's magical, right? I don't know how I do it, right? But say that's the room. We all need to go through it, and we need Liari to get out safe. We need all of her staff to get out safe, right?
And she's with you, convening, and she goes,
Yeah.
Would it?
What is this
Would it be-
maid guarding? Why is
Well,
he always?
we haven't even seen the mage, but would it be better if I left this morning after breakfast and you stayed? Maybe I had a house emergency.
Or you
That
guys
might be good.
could fake a little upset with Natasha's attention to you, Atlas, and maybe she decided to go home early.
That might help Natasha gain your favor again.
That
Or
would be
you gain
interesting.
her favor.
I have to say, I did think about just showing up at Natasha's door and saying I changed my mind and seeing how it went. Right? So
With Anos.
Yeah.
with
No.
Anos, right?
Both of us.
She
I mean,
looks
I'm
at
just
you. Okay.
It's
Oh, yeah,
fine,
you're still
Liari.
here.
I promise. it's just about the mission. That's it. We need
The
to.
problem with that is that presumes that she is some kind of evil spellcaster, and we will kill her. The problem is if she's not.
Liari says, "Please don't kill anyone here, because I have used my house name. You have used your real name. Everyone has used their real name here.
Yeah.
If
I claim her
there was
That's what I'm trying to
any,
say. Is how do we walk this out, right? So say that room is the room. Is tonight the way we strike? We actually all just grappling hook into that room, like
why
I
not? I kind of like the casing by day and strike by night idea. That who was Anos? Did you suggest?
Anos suggested that.
Anos, that was a good idea. I think that maybe asking for a tour of the manor, and you can see if anything's amiss in that west wing over
If
there
they
on the
even
second
take you.
floor, if they take you, which
Yeah, they might not even take
they
you there.
might. They might do a group tour. They like to show off. And I could excuse myself early right after this and head back to Javar. And you strike
that's-
tonight if you
That
find
seems
anything
the
amiss.
safest. That seems
Yeah.
safest. I like that.
Priority one is to assure Lady Torhana is safe, which would
I will leave in
preclude
an hour.
violence. Mhm.
I will leave back to Estel.
And we will try to be as discreet as possible. And when we find our goal, we just go. There is no
That sounds
pleasure before business. We go.
well. There was some, and
Oh,
I
giggity.
chuckle, and now I'm elbowing Green.
I'm just like, oh my.
Anos is like, it's all business. God damn it!
It's all business.
He's practically trying to hurt cats. Poor guy's like the only one focused on what we're supposed to do.
So
But my question really would be, when was the last time Enios had any pleasure?
when is it, right?
It's been a while for Anos. But he said other things on his mind, like not dying of old age.
How old are
Hey.
you?
We all have that on our mind, buddy.
He's
We
not as
all-
old
we all
as he
hate
once
old
was.
age.
All right.
Not as old as you would expect for someone to say that.
Yeah.
So, all right, this plan is that you, Ellis, and Lady Torhana go see if they can explore everything.
No,
this
you three. Atlas,
Yeah.
Scream, and Jacques.
Yeah, she's excusing herself
I will
immediately.
excuse myself
Yeah.
immediately after we break this session.
I think it's interesting that way because then it gives us a little more social leverage with Natasha. Liari is very charging.
And
to her.
Liari looks around, stands up, and slaps you across the face, Atlas.
Oh shit,
She
she
goes-
made that real.
Fine! If you want to be like that, you can! And she runs out of the
Nice.
breakfast nook.
You have
Oh,
no idea how much that turned Atlas on because
Sure.
that is some spy intrigue right there. That is some fucking
And she
fake
just,
story
and
dropping,
she's gone.
making a scene.
And there's-
Atlas is so happy.
There's like 7 other nobles looking around, bickering amongst themselves as they saw that.
Well, that was quite
Enjoy
the
your
show.
breakfast.
Go back to your breakfast.
Good, I will.
Jedi business.
Yeah, and so the breakfast seems over, and
I'll stand up and say, you deserve that, and I'm gonna go sit with the other group.
You need to think about what you just did.
And I'm immediately,
And I will
because
also leave.
I'm immediately gonna sit down and start running my mouth to every other
yeah.
noble
What do you
that's
say?
in
What do you
there.
say?
Just talking about how, like, you know,
Guidance.
Atlas is a little too friendly with some of the other ladies, and Lady
Oh,
Torhana
my
was a
God.
nice
Mm.
cat.
If you're gonna deceive them, guidance.
Yeah.
Get guidance.
Yeah,
on that
just-
doing
shit.
this.
Just
Take all their food.
deception check with guidance on that.
Okay.
I just have to say, her spycraft is amazing. Like that right there, that was more impressive than every date we've ever been on. That was it.
Oh, you don't need a +4, but
I want to see it.
You
I wanna
can- you
see
can
him
roll
add
plus
that insult
D4.
to injury.
How do you do them again? How do you roll
/R
just random?
space D4. So 25. They're like, oh my gosh.
All right, just a second. It wasn't that big of a deal. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it's so
That's a
crazy.
contested roll.
I didn't know that they had that kind of relationship. You know, it's.
Only by
It wasn't
one.
that
though.
big of a deal.
I
26.
didn't know that they were just seeing each other. I thought this was more of an open affair. But okay. And there's more talk, and soon, you know, this breakfast turns into a brunch, and Ellen Archibald comes in. Hello, everyone. How are we doing
I just
today?
heard the good news.
So, Atlas, are you feeling okay? I heard some rumor.
It's been
I'm
2
doing
hours.
Quite fine, Ellens. But you know, I was thinking, you know, I have a
I'd like
little
to
more
bang your
free
hot
time
wife.
on my hands today than I had in previous days. I was wondering if you'd like to keep me company.
How so?
I,
One dude that doesn't swing this way in this whole town.
that's true. It does.
Right?
Keep in
Window,
mind,
right?
this is Ellen. Just.
Oh god. Take it away. Take it away.
That's exactly the face. That's exactly the face he makes when he's like, "Would you keep me company?"
but
Yeah,
when,
just
when,
let you know,
but on the
that is the
paciometer, he's a 10.
That was the face he made as Natasha compelled him for the very first time.
Yes.
No, I was thinking I'd like to get to know you better. You know, I think you have a beautiful home. I'd really like to see it more and know
Wow.
what House Archibald takes pride in. What is your favorite things? What
Well,
art do
I
you
am
have?
giving a tour of the manor house today for the other nobles.
How convenient.
I suppose I can let you guys in as well.
It would be really appreciated. It'd be great to spend some time with you and your lovely wife.
And he looks over to Aenos. Natasha would be grateful for everyone's inclusion on this.
Oh my goodness, he knows.
That's
Oh.
no.
Oh. Yeah. Why don't you go fluff those pillows? You motorboating son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
Now I'm not sure how I feel about this whole thing. First I was like, "Oh, Aenos." Now I'm like, "Watch your back, buddy." He's got
Literally.
he's got those shifty eyes now.
and those tentacle whiskers that let them move.
Yeah.
You better watch it.
He's
Better
fine.
watch it.
He's fine with you banging his wife, but he has to stare at you just like that picture.
Oh God!
Oh, I don't know if I could do that.
He's gonna be wearing a Superman costume in the closet.
He'll be in the closet.
Just gonna be completely flaccid.
Oh,
knowing it's just not
God.
gonna work.
All right. So,
we're like, Cream, get in there. Guidance. He needs it.
all right. Anyways, guys. All right.
This is the best episode ever. Audience, you are so welcome.
We need more participation from the audience.
All right. So, a couple hours pass.
Put in the comments
What
you'd like us
are
to
you
talk about
guys
next.
wearing to this? And what are you going to go with Liari's plan to scout first and then at the ball strike?
I like that because what I would like to do is get to the West Wing and I'm going to persuade him for the goal and try to get in and get eyes on. So that's my goal for today. I would let them know, obviously, going into the tour what I'm going to try.
I just want to know if like everyone's equipment's going to be in the handy haversack and you're going to have a place
I'm still
to
going to have all
stash
my
it.
stuff.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're a guard. You're
Yep,
all
he's a
your
guard.
stuff's with you.
Until
so if you guys,
something arises, yeah, I'm not going to have it.
I
Also
put
keep an eye out for
my
where this mage might be hanging out.
I put my adventuring gear in the haversack, but I always just keep the staff with me.
Yeah.
Here, I kind of use it as like a crutch because everybody thinks I'm always hungover,
Yeah.
and nobody thinks much of it.
There's
So,
some people that like that. They're like, ooh, that's kinky.
That's kinky. I wonder what he does with
Hector
it.
shirt.
Yeah, what's up, Alice?
I think what I'm going to do is I'll put the haversack on the roof by the study because I know that path pretty well.
You're able to do that before the tour starts. Most of everyone's equipment, except for the Staff of Power, is there, and Aenos's stuff is on him. But the tour starts, and the first floor is very very home-like in appearance, and the it's very open area. Has these large spiral staircases that go up to the second floor, and he tells you about the history of it. Make an investigation check for the first floor, everyone.
Oh yeah, dude! Investigation's my shit.
Jeez.
Matt, I am particularly proud of the identity I created.
-1.
Here, I'll roll first, and then I'll brag. Let's do that.
1.
Oh,
Wow.
18, baby.
I think I'm gonna cast guidance on myself because apparently mine sucks.
Okay.
So,
Is Natasha with the group while this is all
not yet.
happening?
Not yet.
Okay. I
So-
was to say I'd just be staring at her. the
oh,
whole
never mind.
Okay.
I got it.
Dream's got it. Shit,
awesome.
yeah. Natasha starts coming down the stairs wearing the same outfit
Yes.
as she was last night, which is
That-
interesting.
Dirty whore.
Why does she always look like somebody just roughed her up?
And she stares at you, Aenos, and you see a look of shock on her face, especially since you're wearing your wooden mask. I assume.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or that big old smile.
Everyone else has their masquerade mask off, but she looks at you and she kind of likes that you still have a mask on. Like it's not the ball time yet, but she likes your style,
One person.
because it seems to her as if you're
We know
so
the truth.
unversed in the ways of nobility that you're still wearing a masquerade. To her, it's a masquerade mask. All right.
Great.
And that you're still wearing it because she thinks that maybe you think all 5 days you're just supposed to wear this mask.
Or she's a necromancer and she likes the skeleton face.
Maybe that too. But yeah, first floor, nothing special. Those investigation checks, Atlas and Green.
Yeah.
As you get close to that spot where Atlas was talking about earlier, the West Wing, you see through something. This end of the hallway,
Dress.
for a second, just looks like a wall, and it shimmers, and there's a doorway there. No one else seems to notice it, and in fact, Ellen Archibald says, "This is my study, one of my studies right here, and this is a guest quarters where some prestigious members of Devon sometimes stay. Over here," and he leads down the other wing. But Atlas and Green, you notice. You see the illusion is dispelled for you.
Okay, so 1 second. So the door itself, it's a real door, but it's being shimmered as a wall.
Correct. Green, right? You recognize this. Since you're a cleric and you have divine magic, you recognize this as major illusion. It was cast on this door to make it seem like a wall, and you see through it.
So I would like to do sleight of hand to hit the doorknob and accidentally fall into the wall. I want performance, whatever you want, right? But basically the scene is I'm walking down the wall. There's a bunch of us there. Atlas is just
like there's also a lot of other nobles with you.
Yeah, how about we try to do that a little bit more subtle where you can go off on your own. You can kind of sneak away if you want to.
Okay, that's a little better, I think, than...
Why don't you just,
you don't want anybody looking at you.
Why don't you just go ahead and feign an emotional breakdown because your girl just left and take some time
to the wall.
Take some time to pull yourself together, and you can just sit here and catch up to the tour.
Yeah. And speaking of, Ellen goes approaches you as you're staring at the wall. He goes, "Do you like that painting on the wall?"
Yeah, yes, it's beautiful.
What happened to you and Miss Torhana?
It reminds me of my girlfriend.
You know, it's I think it's interesting that your relationship with Natasha, it seems you're a little more accepting of her afternoon delights.
She has certain tastes that I accept.
And I think Liari does not. That I think because that's the issue.
Yes, Liari always struck me as the stuck-up type.
Yeah, but I mean, perhaps Ellen, do you ever get involved in any of that? How do you?
Maybe tonight we'll find out.
Oh God!
Seems like arresting Thanos.
I don't know if you want persuasion or like body language, but Atlas will be open to it.
Yeah, it's fine. You're fine. He doesn't need anything.
He's gonna be broadcast that he's open to. She's gone. He's open to experimenting, etc. And then tries to like fall into the back a little bit.
All right. He's down this way.
What was that?
Oh, sorry. He proceeds with the tour down this way, and it starts echoing as Atlas falls to the back.
Where's the closest bathroom?
Can I want to walk up to you first real quick and because just act like I'm talking to you, but do you need me to get rid of you? Like wink wink.
Yes, please.
Nudge, nudge.
You also have dust of disappearance, Atlas, by the way.
I ain't burning that, and also I don't have it on my person. I didn't load that up with me. So.
Really quick, can I after Atlas first spoke to Ellen, what was it that Ellen said as an immediate response again? Because that was really suspicious to me.
No. What he's saying is he just is okay with Natasha's lifestyle.
No, that's like the thing is, what I'm trying to insight is what is that lifestyle? If it's
you weren't. It was between him and Atlas, so you weren't privy to that. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Good point. I dropped the ball there. I should have incited. That's a good point.
It's all right.
Atlas, I will just kind of let you know, like as we're talking, hush hush. This is only good for a minute, and there is a mage somewhere here, so I make no guarantees. So get out of sight.
That sounds good. Thanks, buddy. And he shakes your hand and then disappears. I can only imagine.
You disappear.
Yep. And I will go rejoin the group, being loud and drawing attention away as usual.
Yeah, gotcha. Atlas.
So I have my lockpicking set because I came here to pick a door, maybe. But do I need to? Is it unlocked?
It's unlocked. The door shouldn't be there. It's an impossible door. Because before you laid eyes on it, it was just a wall.
I make sure, and by the way, this door does line up with where the windows were, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Where the lack of windows were.
What are the rooms next to it? On both sides, what are each of the rooms? So when I come
a spare bedroom and another study. Not the study that you're familiar with, but a different one.
And is there bags in the spare bedroom or anything?
No, it's for like emissaries from Devon.
Empty bedroom. That's how I'm coming in. Okay. I'll open the door. I look for traps.
You look in there, and there are 2 stone statues that gaze upon you.
Are they alive? Are they like...
They turn their heads towards you, as if expecting you to say something.
Oh dang! Even while he's invisible.
Yes. Hold on. You're invisible. Let me check.
I was gonna say those are some smart. They might have like tremor sense.
Hold on. I'm checking right now. Hold on.
I'll go stealth too if you want. I mean, 23 minimum stealth.
No, yeah, stealth and invisible. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you can go in there. They don't seem to recognize you. There's these two stone figures, statues that are interesting looking.
Are they like of humans with swords and stuff, or like what are they? Are they creatures?
They don't have any weapons on them, but you're looking at them being invisible. They seem to be conscious somehow, like they're waiting a trigger.
Okay, but it's like magical trigger. I look on the door. There's no traps.
Yeah,
or anything,
they seem to be relying on sight.
Is there like a bedroom closet in this room?
Yes,
a closet door.
There is.
Can I sneak over to that closet door? Is it unlocked?
It is an interesting door. It is cobwebbed over, and a chill that goes down to your bone enters you as you approach it. Do you open it?
I might not want to open up the cobwebbed portion of it. I want it to stay undisturbed. Is everything else in this room really dusty? Like they don't ever come in here?
Like it has not been touched in decades.
Then I'm okay with actually doing it then, because it's unlikely they'll come in the next couple days. So I would like to open the door.
The scene is incredible. You open the door. There is a spiral staircase surrounding a large pillar of light. Everywhere you see is just stars, empty space. You see a platform to step out onto as the spiral staircase rotates around this large central pillar of light, endlessly tall.
Cut to that last portion of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, basically.
Nice. So the door itself, when I'm opening it up, the other side of the door, is it just stars, or is it very obvious that if I went inside, there'd still be a door here? Or do I lose the door?
You would have to go inside and check it out.
And we never saw Atlas again.
Yeah, I don't think I'm willing to do that, but it's a risk we're gonna have to end up taking. So I close the door, I sneak out, I go back to the rest of the party as quick as I can.
Yeah, and yeah. Ooh, how long did that take? That was up to 1 minute.
Yeah, it's up to a minute.
So let's see, you were pretty quick. As soon as you shut the door, as soon as you
90-foot movement speed.
Yeah, as soon as you shut the door, your invisibility goes away, but you're away from those stone figurines, those stone figures.
Okay. And I mumble to myself, "Where is the bathroom?" And then I just keep going back to the party.
And the the tour goes on, several turns and twists and the like. And Lord Elling goes, well, I hope everyone enjoyed the tour. No one seemed to really notice your absence. Your stealth was pretty...
I did ask about the magician a couple of times.
Yeah.
On the tour.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so here, very obviously ignoring that question.
I will make it sound like I learned it from Natasha. I'm not going to press it. But when I bring it up, I'm just going to say Natasha said you had a magician. Wait, she called it a wizard. And then I'll go from there.
Right.
Like if he ignores it, then I drop it.
He ignores it. But yeah, so that ends. Does anyone want to say anything before the ball begins again that night?
I'm just saying, I can't wait to talk about this at breakfast again. Our breakfasts are the best.
Well, it's before, like, you have like a couple hour lull before the ball tonight.
Right, I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about this at breakfast. That's what we do.
At breakfast.
Okay,
I'll ask him that. It's like, forgive me if my inquisition is distrustful, but in case some sort of incident were to occur, forgive me, but is there any expedient way to exit the manor? Perhaps a passage through the basement, maybe?
Are you asking Atlas?
No, Ellen.
Oh.
Makes sense. He's a guard, right? How does he get his people to safety, right?
You'll be mostly contained outside. If I know what you guys will be doing tonight. You'll be mostly contained outside. So there's no reason to worry about the manor itself, but there is a secret exit in the stone wall in the south corner of the premise.
All right.
You can exit out that way to go into the streets of Ilenfoss.
Okay, that's something that we didn't. Did we pass by that?
That's on the courtyard exit. He didn't tell you anything about the manor. He's like, here, you don't need to know anything. That's my secret type deal.
I think what I'll tell everybody is I'll let them know I did find it, though.
Okay.
I'll let everybody know that. So we can party into the night a bit. Everyone can relax a slight bit because Atlas did find it and might have a plan. So
I will be relieved when I see you because I was like 80% sure that the wizard would catch you. So I am very glad that you made it back safely.
Yeah, it's only like 1 minute back, and he catches up to you. And later, Atlas tells you that he found the staircase. Anything else about that room that you say?
I definitely want Grimm and Jacques to know about the statues, that they were very much alive, cognizant, and they were waiting for something. Luckily, I didn't trip it, but I'm assuming we're going to have to deal with that head on.
All right. So before the...
Do you want to do any checks to find out before the end of the session what they are?
They would have to see them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we'd have to have actual visual.
We could do this night of the ball, and it depends on what your guys' action is.
I mean, it's already like 14 past. It's already like 15 kill, so we're kind of running on short on time.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will
it's a question of, did you want to do the ball tonight and trigger whatever you guys wanted to trigger and then end the session, or do you want to start this second night of the ball at the next session?
I personally want to do the ball, but I don't want to rush through it, so I would rather wait and do it naturally than try to speed through it because it's almost 11.
Yeah, I've actually got to get ready for work, so
it sounds like a good ending point for the session right here. We will continue on with the ball, the next session. Which,
sweet.
By the way, who was I talking to? Zach and Doug and John, right? The 19th?
Yeah.
Matt, the 19th good for you?
I could do the 19th. I could do the 19th a whole lot easier than I could do the 26th.
Yeah, we're not doing the 26th.
Yeah, I can do the 19th.
All right. So everyone's good for the 19th, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
All right. So good session, guys. I had a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Interesting for sure.
Yeah.
That was fun, dude.
The way the next part is going to go, either it's going to turn out that Natasha is trying to turn us into zombies or something, use us for some sort of bizarre necromantic magic, or it's going to essentially force Atlas and Aenos to double team Natasha.
Oh, God.
Or you both just disappear at the ball tonight, and you don't really deal with it.
That's true.
It's true. I mean, let's be very clear. Atlas only mentioned to Ellen he was up for stuff, but he never actually said anything to Natasha. That's much more.
She's gonna hear the rumors around. She's coming for you.
That's a good point,
she's coming for you too, big boy.
If
She's coming for you too.
Aenos is frankly willing for it.
I think it would be hilarious if we get the handy haversack in there, right? And we all show up for a gangbang and we just fucking murder her.
But we're not supposed to kill people, remember?
Oh, I was here for the gangbang. I'm sorry.
She's evil, though. Maybe.
We don't know.
You guys don't even know.
She's evil.
It's true.
I've got like fingers crossed that it all goes according to plan at the ball. We slip away. We hit the room. No one thinks twice because the whole 3 days we've been here, we've been so trashed that no one would even think twice that we got drunk and
wandered off.
Yeah.
Went to freaking heaven.
Yeah, or did something, especially in light of the scandal that happened this morning, did something that we were embarrassed about and left, quickly.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll say goodbye to the audience right now. So take care, guys.
See you guys
later.
Until next time.